everybody who's out there. I'm giving everybody a minute to come on. Let's do a live. It's been a minute. Let's talk it out. Okay? And I'm going to give TikTok some time to let people know that I'm going live, because I think this has been a minute and I don't think anybody is expecting it, let alone I wasn't either. So let's just jump online and see how things go. All right. Come on in. Let's talk a minute about the weight loss journey and setting goals. You can ask me questions, anything that you think is relevant. How you doing, Rodney? How are things going? Let's see. Hello, how are you? Your favorite life coach. How are you guys doing? It's good to see you guys. It's been a minute. I have not fallen off the face of the earth. It's just been a lot going on. So as people start coming in, just want to let you guys know what's going on and how we're planning out 2025, right? And talk about something that is important when you are setting goals for 2025. Because a lot of people don't think about this. And a lot of people don't know how important this is. And so I'm going to share a little bit about myself. And let's talk about how you can gain some confidence. So hey, Rodney, how you doing? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Guys, share this out so people know. TikTok, kind of takes forever to let people know that you're live. So just let people know. Hello, welcome. Bora. I'm not going to screw that up, but thank you for joining. So 2025 is coming up. I want to talk to you about an experience that I had and tell you something that made me build some more confidence, right? Because all of us need confidence. It's the time of year where we're, reflecting on what we did in 2024. We're moving forward with 2025. And even though I've been focused on the weight loss journey, there's some things and skills that we all possess that we could utilize in other areas of our lives. But you got to think that you're worth it, right? And here's something that I think would be helpful. So I'm going to tell you what happened to me years ago. And I realized that this was the wrong thing to do. You ever been at work? You know that you're working hard. You're doing probably like the job of 2 or 3 people. And your boss is not recognizing it. Nobody is telling you you're doing a wonderful job. But you know that they give you more and more responsibilities. And then you get frustrated. And you get to the point where you know you need your job. So let's be real. You're not going to just up and quit. But you do ask for a raise. And the answer is no. The answer is no. That happened to me several years ago. Welcome, everybody. As you come in, we're talking about having confidence, right? As we set our goals for 2025. So let me tell you what happened with me. I asked for a raise, and this was about 20 years ago, but I still remember it. I was told no. And then I had a misunderstanding. Hello, Leon, how are you? I had a misunderstanding with one of my bosses, right? And my boss tried to write me up. I know, I was young. When you're a little bit younger, you don't have no bills. You kind of a little bit more free with what you say to your jobs. I don't know if anybody else was like me when I was younger, but I had no problem telling you what I thought of you. And so my boss tried to write me up. I handed in my letter of resignation at that moment. I went off and I went on about my business, right? And so what happened, the moment I turned in my letter of resignation is when they wanted to give me a raise. I was so irritated that I left anyway. But I'm going to tell you why. Hello, I don't look a day over 21. Trust me. Thank you for that. I'm feeling a little bit over 21. But what I did, I realized that they didn't know my self-worth. And even if they knew my worth, they weren't going to do anything about it until I actually walked out the door, was ready to walk out the door. So if you've ever been in a situation like that, trust me, you're not by yourself, right? Somewhere along the way, though, during this journey we call life, I started gaining a lot of weight. I became very unhappy. My sister from another mister will tell you I became a little bit bitter and mean, right? And so what happened, I had to get myself together and realize that I had to make some real choices. But I didn't make the choices that were good for me because I was scared, right? So I went from being really confident, not conceited, but confident, and then really, really scared to make choices. right? Really, really scared to do more, and really, really scared that the choices I made, people were going to comment on them and say negative things and just hurt my feelings, right? I think we all get to that point. Hi, everybody that's coming on. Welcome. We're talking about setting goals for weight loss or for any areas in your life for 2025, because we right around the corner, right? So let me tell you what I thought was interesting, and I have this stuff written down, so just bear with me because I am going to look down a couple of times. Confidence is the feeling of trust or belief in oneself or in one's abilities. Every last person on this earth has abilities. I don't care who you are, right? I don't care if you've been classified as disabled by the government. There are certain abilities that we all possess. There's a variety of people who have different abilities, right? We have to recognize our abilities and our talents, because I'm going to tell you something. If you think your job didn't have or realize that you had talents or abilities, guess what they wouldn't have done? They wouldn't have joined, they wouldn't have hired you. Okay? If your boss or your job didn't realize your talents and your abilities, they would not have hired you. So remember that, right? If that man or that woman you married didn't realize that you had certain abilities or talents, they wouldn't have married you, right? So we all have talents or abilities. But here's some characteristics of people who are confident. And this is one of the things that you will get as you go along the journey of either weight loss or setting goals for 2025. The confidence that you'll get, you will develop an attitude of I can instead of I can't. See, a lot of people have that I can't attitude, and that stops them from setting goals as well as tackling obstacles and moving forward. And that's not what we want to be. So if you sitting there and you think, I want to lose weight, how you going to lose weight? What you going to do, right? Set your goals early so that you can determine what's good for you and how you're going to reach those goals for, weight loss, for looking for a new job for 2025, for, losing just baggage on you that's been pulling you down. Hey, everybody coming in. It's good to see you guys. Good to see you guys, and welcome to this live. So setting that goal and changing your mindset to I can do this, I'm worth this, is so important. A lot of people I talk to, they may start their weight loss journey, or they may start a goal. They get so far along and then they stop. Have you ever wondered why? Right? What makes the difference between someone who is successful and getting to their goals and maintaining their goals as opposed to someone who lets the goal go and then you become disgruntled and then you get upset? It's confidence. It's confidence in yourself, right? Delva, good to see you. Glad that you guys are joining. It's confidence in yourself that you can do and be more. Thank you for all the likes, your fave life coach. I really appreciate it. And so changing your mindset involves developing confidence, realizing that you can. There are so many things that you can do. You just have to realize that you are worthy of it, right? And that you have that ability. Another thing that you want to do is take pride in your achievements, even if nobody else does. Even if nobody commends you and tells you that you're doing a great job, trust me, if you're not doing a good job, your job will let you know, right? If you're not doing a good job, other people will let you know. But very rarely do we hear people tell us, you're doing fabulous, you're doing wonderful. And we need to hear it. But if you don't hear it, know yourself that you are doing a wonderful job. And you don't need to be told that. Like, you don't need to be stroked. You got confidence, right? You know you're worthy. And that's what's going to help you to set your goals and keep on moving. And so that's something else that confidence is going to help you to accomplish. We're setting realistic goals and expectations for 2025. It's right around the corner. What are you planning on doing? Drop some lines in the comments and let me know what you guys are planning for 2025. Are you planning on weight loss, right? Are you planning on traveling? Are you planning on, I don't know, finding another job? Are you planning on really sitting down and looking at your life and charting out what you want to do? Okay, your fave life coach says, own business, working hard to build it. Now, I'm going to tell you, that's my sister from another mister. I know she tearing it up. Hello. And that's a wonderful thing. Keeping the energy and flow. Yes, keeping it going. That's important, right? That's what's going to help her build confidence. That's why she has set her goals and she's reaching them. And that's why I'm encouraging everybody else to do the same thing, because you are going to be able to be so successful for 2025. What you want to do as you build confidence in things you want to do, you want to be able to look back at 2024. Look at where you came from and look at where you're going. Chart out where you're going. Don't blindlessly, right, say, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. Why don't you chart out what you want to do for 2025? And then take out those soft baby steps to help you reach that goal for 2025. That's all you got to do. It really isn't hard. You need a life coach? She's right online for you. Your favorite life coach. She got plenty of tools to help you set your goals, trust me. So if you need someone who is going to be there for you, even if family members aren't, even if friends aren't, find them. They're here for you, okay? And that's what she's going to be talking about at her live around 6 o'clock. How to set those goals, intentional goal setting and moving forward. But what's going to help you to do that is to realize that you're worthy. I'm telling you right now, you're worthy, even if your boss and your friends don't. I'm telling you right now, you have a talent and ability, even if your boss and your friends don't. Okay? So you heard it here first. Don't let that be taken away from you, because that's so important in setting your goals. Another thing, now here's where I think I went a little overboard, and sometimes I go a little overboard, and I'm always pulling myself back. It says we want to communicate assertively. Now, I think I always communicate assertively. I don't have no problem telling people what's on my mind. Anybody who knows me now knows that I don't have a problem telling people what's on my mind. However, I wasn't always like that, okay? I wasn't always very vocal. It took me a while to get to that point. Hey, Miss Lady J, how are you? It took me a while to become assertive. I was the woman that always had her feelings hurt, that was always upset, you know, and always in her feelings. And I always thought, you could ask my sister from another mister, I always thought somebody was out to get me. Let's be real. I was always in my feelings and hurt. How are you feeling? You're good? Good. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you logged on today. And I'm glad that you're here to hear what we're talking about for 2025, which is setting goals. Because goal setting is so important, right? We got 2025 right around the corner. I don't even know what happened to November. I don't. I feel like I looked around, I blinked, and it was gone. And now my December is already booked. So I'm planning out for 2025. I'm going to be taking some notes and writing down some plans and helping to get things done for 2025. So important, because when I look back, I want to be able to say, this is where I'm at and this is where I was. And one of the things that's going to help me build my confidence to get to that point is to communicate assertively. That's one of the points of building confidence, right? Which is what we're talking about today. A lot of people don't have confidence to take hold of their life choices and move forward. But it can be done. So if you're timid, if you're shy, you can change that, right? Learn to take those small steps to communicate assertively. Another thing, hey, Basie Vasquez, how are you? Good to join. Thank you all for hopping on. Let me tell you another thing that people with confidence can do. They can handle constructive criticism. There's a difference between someone picking on you, and there's a difference on someone giving you constructive criticism, okay? That's just like earlier today. Now, I'm going to call one of my kids out. I ain't going to tell you which one, because, you know, the names of my children shall remain nameless, okay, so that I'm protecting the not so innocent, let's be real. But being with them today, I had to remind them that they had to be more alert when we're out in public, right? And they tended to not like what I was saying, kind of got in their feelings. But then I had to talk to them about constructive criticism, right? Constructive criticism helps us to grow. I'm not talking about somebody who beats you up, somebody who always has something negative to say. I'm talking about constructive criticism. I'm talking about, number one, the person learning to say it seasoned with salt, right? Because you realize that the person needs to hear it. You're not there to hurt the person's feelings. You're not there to bring them down and make them feel like they're not worthy. I'm talking about constructive criticism. That's different. And someone with confidence can actually take that. And so they can actually sit there and say, you know what? I may not agree with what you said, but I'm going to take it, digest it, and see how I can apply it in my life to make myself a better person. And with the weight loss journey or with goals that we're setting for 2025, that's so important to be able to do that. Let me tell you why. My doctor has constructively criticized me for years. My doctor has told me for years. I don't know if you guys know my story. If you go back and look at some of my older videos, I was close to 400 pounds. I had not hit the 400 pounds mark, but I've lost over 160 pounds and I'm feeling so much better for it, right? And so my doctor had constructively criticized my weight and my health for years. And I was so irritated with her, right? Really didn't want to listen to anything she had to say. In fact, I started picking on her in return because I was irritated, right? But what she was giving me was constructive criticism, because ultimately she knew when I was ready to take that leap, I would be in a much better frame of mind and a much better person and a much healthier person. Thank you guys for all the likes. Don't forget to share and let other people know that I'm on this live, because I think this is something that's going to help all of us. So constructive criticism actually is a benefit when you look at it the right way, but you can't digest it unless you got confidence and other traits and qualities that we'll talk about later. Because the moment someone attacks you, especially verbally, girl, we ready to jump down their throat. Okay? We are ready to jump down their throat and tell them they are an awful person. In fact, you guys know people like that. You know, some of them we got in our family, so they're not on this live, so they won't hear it. But the moment that you say something to them that's for their benefit, they ready to jump down your throat, right? They ready to tell you about you, things that happened in the past that they should have let go of years ago. They're going to say all kinds of things, right? In retaliation. And we may have been that person when we were, not ourselves or not having confidence, when we realized we couldn't take it. Girl, Miss Lady J, girl, we all know people like that, right? We all know people like that. Maybe at one time we were that person. I know I was. My sister can attest to that. She told me, yeah, girl, I'm going to call you out because I know she won't hear, right? She told me I was nasty. And you know what? She was right. In retrospect, she was right. Now, I'm going to tell you another thing. My sister, that is a early apology because we have a 3-year apology term and clause in our relationship. She may be right, but I'm going to tell you, I wait until 3 years to give her an apology. That's how we do. But anyway, she getting it early because she told me that I was nasty. I jumped down her throat. But when you really look at that person and you see what they've been through and you see what they have had to tolerate, then it makes you show empathy and it makes you feel sorry for them a little bit, right? Because we all have been through something. Let me tell you another thing. We have had to sit back and digest worse than that, right? And if you don't have confidence, you almost make yourself a target to someone who's nasty, right? You make yourself a target to someone who doesn't want you to reach your goals or fulfill your dreams. Did you know that? That's why confidence is so important. I'll say it again. If you don't have confidence in yourself, in your talents, in your abilities, you almost make yourself a target for someone to beat down. Okay? And that's something that I see in a lot of our young people, right? And I hate to say it. But a lot of our young people don't have the right measure of confidence. You have to work on it. It's an ability, it's a skill, it's a talent, it's something that's good to have, but it takes a while. If you never ever work on it, you'll never have it and you'll never know your self-worth. And that's so important. So confidence will help you, just to recap, to set your goals for 2025. Confidence will help you not be a target to people who want to bring you down. People who know that you are a target. If you don't speak up for yourself, right? They will constantly beat you down, because they see your talents and your abilities, but they want to keep you down. You know that, right? They don't ever want you to feel that you're good enough to go off on your own. Don't even think it. I don't even want you to feel that way. Okay? And that's for the weight loss journey, and that's for other things in life that you're setting goals on that you want to accomplish. I lost some friends when I lost weight. Shocking, right? I'll say it again. I lost some friends when I lost weight. It sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But it happened. See, ultimately, they weren't happy for me. Ultimately, they didn't care, right? And so as you go forward and you accomplish things in life, people may not be happy for you. Hello, welcome everyone that joined. They may not be happy for you. Your girlfriends that used to ride or die with you, they like you in that spot. They may not be happy for you, okay? When you make changes, they're going to say things about you behind your back. They're going to say things about you, how you made those changes, and how your personality changed. Please understand that they weren't really your friends anyway, okay? The more confidence you get, the more and more you're going to start to weed out who your real friends are. Okay? Thank you, Miss Lady J. I appreciate it. The more confidence you get and people see you make changes, the more they're going to wonder how you're making these changes. Because, see, they're so used to you being down, right? They're so used to beating up on you and seeing you not accomplish anything. So the moment you start accomplishing something, it pushes them away. But look at this from a different viewpoint. It's helping you to weed out the real ride or dies. That's what you're looking for. You don't need 20 people who are your ride or die shit. You just need one or two. You need someone aside from your family to really be there for you and to listen to you. And so building your confidence, setting goals, and achieving them is a good way to weed out who your real friends are. Okay? Because people who are not your real friends are not going to stay around when you're successful. When you start making those changes, they're not. And you're going to see a change in their temperament and their actions. So stay tuned for that, right? Because we can talk about that for days. We all have stories to share and things that happened. Remember, this is what we're looking at for 2025, okay? Remember, you heard it here first. And though it's not easy to digest, it does happen. You're looking for real people who are going to stand by you on this weight loss journey or this journey called life. Because at the end of the day, I think all of us just want to be happy. And we want people to applaud our accomplishments. We want people to be happy for the things that we've accomplished, right? So when I was at my heaviest, nobody really wanted to fool with me. Hey, Judy, Smith Jew, how are you? Hey, everybody that's logging on, how are you guys? We're talking about setting goals for 2025. One of the things that's helping me, and I'm going to show y'all something that I do. I do have this and I have it on my lap. I know you guys are planners. I know y'all planners, right? Because if you are going to do anything in life, if you want to do anything, now this one is for 2025. I haven't even cracked it open yet, but I will be working on my plan because I'm going to tell you why. Like we all have heard this saying, a goal without a date is simply a wish, right? So if I track my plans, and you don't have to do a whole bunch, like don't do a whole month in advance, do a week in advance, right? Get the planner pages that allow you to plan out what you're doing just for that week. Put your meals in there, put your schedule in there, because when you have everything laid out, then you'll be able to determine where you can fit your workouts in, right? You'll be able to determine where you can fit your me time in, right? And that's so important to plan out for 2025. As you start to hit those small goals, your confidence will grow. You'll feel a lot better about the small successes. Please don't set the goal too high. When you're first starting a goal, don't overachieve because you'll burn out real quick. Trust me, I know. This is why I started dieting as far as weight loss. This is why I started dieting about 10 times, right? And then what really helped me, here was the secret. I had to set a small goal. And once I set a small goal and I accomplished that goal, I felt better about myself and I was able to move forward, right? So for me, as you guys probably have seen in my earlier videos, it was 5 or 10 pounds. Once I hit the 5 or 10 pounds, I'm like, good. So let me hit the next 5 or 10 pounds. Once that thing hit 30, 50, I was good. I am excited and I'm happy. But what that also helped to motivate me with is setting more goals and building my confidence. So I don't know if this helps anybody. I don't know if you all are setting goals. I hope you are for 2025. I hope you're seeing the importance of bettering yourself and helping to encourage other people to be better, right? And please understand, your perception of better is not what other people may feel. Their perception of better for you is not what you should take to, right? Because you have to set your own standard for yourself as far as what's better for you, whether it be the weight loss journey and setting goals in life, right? Nobody can tell you and should tell you how to really run your life. That's not what this is about. This is about building confidence in yourself so that you know you're talented enough to set your own goals and you're talented enough to achieve these goals in 2025. So many of us are beat down and told that we're not worthy. You are. You are. And trust me, the ones who are beating you down are normally the ones who see it. Okay? So this is your girl, Essie. I am on YouTube. I am on, obviously, TikTok, Facebook, as well as Instagram, because I had to think about the other ones. Thank you for all of your likes. Thank you for staying with me doing this live. I will be doing live a lot sooner, a lot more. I have some other things that we're going to talk about in the next live in order to help us with goal setting. Now, normally, a lot of my information is about weight loss. But a lot of the things that have to do with setting goals for 2025, whether it be for weight loss or anything else, can be applied to other areas in life. So this is really of benefit to anybody who wants to listen. So I'll take this recording. Obviously, it'll be on a TikTok. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share, because I think sometimes we don't build each other up enough. We so busy tearing each other down, we really don't take the time to tell each other we're worth it. Hey, Debbie J, how are you? It'll be good to hear people encourage one another and let people know you're worthy enough. And so let's prove to ourselves first and foremost that we're good enough by setting goals for 2025. I will be on more regularly until the end of this month. And then, guys, I have a special thing for my subscribers only. I'll be posting some videos as I travel a little bit. And I'm so excited about that. But I want to take you guys along with me. And let's just experience life. And it's a goal of mine that I'm trying to achieve. So I want you guys to go with me. Next time I'm on, we'll talk about 5 ways to encourage someone to stay committed to their weight loss plan. I can't tell you how many people have started a weight loss plan and then they drop off, right? They say, oh my goodness, I can't do it. I can't do it. So tomorrow around 5:30, I'll be on talking about how to stay committed to your weight loss plan, your weight loss goals. And trust me, you can take this information and apply it to different areas in your life. This is your girl, Essie. Thank you for joining the live today. I'm excited to be back on. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please remember to subscribe, like, repost, follow, share. I'm out.